At some point in your study of the Intellectual Property Law Unit, you may find that you have a particular interest in patent law. There are many career paths which can stem from specialization in patent law, the most seemingly obvious one being a patent attorney. As I know that you are already familiar with the basic functions of patent law, I'll proceed directly to the topic of patent attorneys, specifically their function, who may become one, and a brief overview of the requirements involved to becoming a registered patent attorney in Australia. Under Australian law, a patent attorney is different to a patent lawyer or solicitor. Rather, a patent attorney is an intellectual property specialist registered with the Professional Standards Board for Patent and Trademark Attorneys, who is both legally trained and technically skilled. So what do patent attorneys do? The role of patent attorneys will differ according to their sole practitioner speciality or the practices of the firm at which they are employed and their clients. General services which are usually provided include the management of clients' intellectual property portfolios and general advice as to registration and patentability. At a basic level, a patent attorney will provide advice and professional assistance as to registered patents held by their clients or potential clients, as well as to the validity of registered patents held by others. The roles of patent attorneys include assisting clients in managing their IP portfolios, advising on intellectual property and helping IP owners to register and maintain their property, conducting audits as part of ongoing asset management, this being a systematic review of the intellectual property owned, used or acquired by a client in order to identify all of the intellectual property the client has, engaging in litigation in Australia and overseas, determining whether a development is new and sufficiently inventive enough to justify a patent, patent specifications, and lodging documents with the Patent Office, and guiding applications through them. Under Australian law, only a registered patent attorney is entitled to prepare, amend, and file patent applications on behalf of others before the Australian Patent Office. Similar to a lawyer, a patent attorney has legal privilege in communication between the attorney and the client. However, once the matter comes before a court, a patent or intellectual property lawyer is required. The role of a patent attorney in litigation may vary. The majority of a patent attorney's role in litigation is similar to that of a solicitor in out-of-court dealings. That is, pursuing or defending actions concerning their client and their patented material, as well as assisting in any arbitration. You may find yourself wondering, how do I become a patent attorney? There are more than 1,300 trademark and patent attorneys registered in Australia. The Professional Standards Board for Patent and Trademark Attorneys, or the PSB, maintains the legislative regimes and standards that attorneys must meet if they wish to be registered. There are essential conditions to be attained by patent attorneys seeking registration with the PSB, including employment, background knowledge, and academic requirements. Most of these requirements are additionally set out in the Patents Regulations 1991. To apply to become an Australian patent attorney, one must be a resident in Australia, hold a suitable tertiary educational qualification in a field of technology that contains potentially patentable subject matter, for example, engineering, IT, or biology-based degrees. They must pass the 9 topics set out in Schedule 5 to the Patent Regulations 1991, which I will go into further detail later. They must have been employed in a recognised position or positions for at least 2 continuous years, or have a total of 2 years within 5 continuous years that provide the applicant experience in the following skills: searching patent records, preparation, filing and prosecution of patent applications in Australia and with other countries, drafting of patent specifications, and provision of advice on interpretation, infringement and validity. The applicant must also be of good fame, integrity or character and not have been convicted within the past 5 years of offences against patents, trademarks and designs legislation. The Patent Regulations Schedule 5 knowledge requirements state that a candidate must first have a tertiary qualification in a patentable discipline, and then the candidate must then pass a postgraduate accredited course of study that satisfies the requirements of registration. A law degree is not essential for becoming a patent attorney. However, there are obviously intellectual property law knowledge prerequisites required by the PSB for patent attorneys. There are 9 topic groups of knowledge requirements for registration that are included in the accredited courses. Several Australian universities offer these courses, and education by correspondence is available through most institutions. If you wish to pursue a career as a patent attorney and wish to remain a QUT student, the PSB has an accredited course at QUT. namely LWN 402, Patents and Biotechnological Inventions. Further information on this course can be found on the QUT website or by following the link on screen. In summary, the role of registered patent attorneys is essential for the development of patentable material and new inventions in order to facilitate technological advances and scientific breakthroughs. As patent maintenance is a multinational and ongoing process, it is necessary to have dedicated professionals specialized in this area of law. Given the nature of patents, a primary background in a patentable discipline is mandatory, with the required legal knowledge achievable without a degree and through accredited courses available through several Australian universities. Requirements must be satisfied as per the Patents Act and patents regulations before one can register to become a patent attorney within Australia. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you found this video informative.